Hey guys, Billy Bosco here. As always, I'm coming to you from Heat Bootcamp in South Austin, and today I'm going to go over how I structure my boot camps. Now, if you come to Heat Bootcamp, usually I teach in the mornings. You probably walk in here half awake, and you have no idea what's going to be on the board. I'm going to explain to you guys how I structure my workouts and why I do it, and why they work the way they do. Hey guys, Billy Bosco here. As always, I'm coming to you from Heat Bootcamp in South Austin, and today I'm going to go over how I structure my boot camps for Heat Bootcamp. Now, if you ever take my class, you'll usually walk in the morning, you're too early and you're too tired to know what's going on. And so I'm gonna explain to you guys how and why I structure my boot camps the way I do. Okay, so the workout I have on the board is for my Monday 6 a.m. class, leg day. Now, first thing first, you gotta warm up. So I have 3 moves I do for 45 seconds each. They're meant to get the body through its full range of motion and loosen the whole body up. So we have 3 moves. We have a walk out to a cobra, a side lunge, a hip hinge, and a runner's lunge. Those are all meant to hit the hip flexors, the quads, the core, get that spine nice and loose. It's 45 seconds, you're going at your own pace, so you have a good 2 minutes to yourself to slowly warm up. So that's the first thing, is get the body through its full range of motion, loosen everything up. Then we have a Tabata round, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 4 rounds, so it's 8 minutes of non-stop work. This one's not meant to be super intense, but it's meant to keep your heart rate elevated, get the blood rushing through your whole body, and wake up the certain muscles we're going to be using for the rest of class. Now I have and use a band for this warm-up. So the way it works is you have some main moves. With the band on above the knees, it's going to help activate the side glutes. Move 1's going to be a squat jump. Straight up squat jump for the quads. Squat down, launch it up, 20 seconds of that. Not too intense, but it definitely will start to subtly burn. Move 2 is a hop out, same thing as a squat jump, just a little more intense, a little less impact. You just hop out, tap the ground, come back, hop out, tap the ground, come back, driving those knees out so you're putting more pressure on the glutes. Move 3 is a long jump. This one, make it as hard as you want. You long jump out, and then you slowly and painfully walk back with the band still on. Again, hitting the quads, hitting those glutes as well as the hamstrings. Last one's a glute bridge on the box. Meant to be an active recovery. It's still intense because it's all on the glutes, but it's much less intensity compared to like the squat jumps and the hop outs. So it's meant to be like an active recovery, give yourself a chance to catch your breath, then you go right back to it. So we do that, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 4 rounds, 8 minutes of work. So by 10 minutes, you are fully warmed up, your heart rate is risen, your glutes should be on fire, your quads and your hamstrings should be ready to go for our heavy lifts, which are coming up next. So up next, we have our main circuits, our meats of our workout. The way I structured it is 45 seconds each, about 15 seconds of rest in between each move. So 45 seconds, 45 seconds. The core move is just 30 seconds, and to be like an active recovery to switch up the movements. So this is a boot camp, but the goal is also to go heavy to do the most damage to your muscles, to build the most muscle. But with dumbbells, since we're limited by equipment, you can only hold that weight for so long. So I try to break up certain ways. So move 1 is always going to be the main heavy lift with the dumbbells. Move 2 is going to be more of a bodyweight move, meant to hit the same muscle groups, but without the dumbbells, meant to burn you out, meant to empty that tank, whatever you have left. Move 3, you can't keep hitting legs. At some point, you got to give them a chance to rest, but I don't want you just sitting around doing nothing. So I have an active rest, casual cardio, and I'm just doing an active core move to keep it going. So let me show you what it looks like. Move 1 is the front squats. We get our dumbbells. As always, I say go as heavy as you can. Dumbbells, you're going to swing them up, rest them on the shoulders, feet shoulder width apart. You're going to squat down, drive those knees out. You got 45 seconds of a squat. After that, you drop the weights. You should be dead. Move 2 is meant to further burn out the same muscle group. So I have split lunges. Can be done without weight. It's just going to hurt like hell. It's more of a mental game. Lunge, hop, lunge. Still hitting those quads. If you didn't go heavy enough in the first move, which most people tend not to, the second move is definitely going to finish you off whatever you have left in the tank. I always say start out by hopping it with foot lunges, and then if you have to, start stepping out in the end. Usually everyone is stepping out in the end because they burns like hell. Move 3 is a bicycle on the ground, alternating elbow to knee. Works the core, your legs will be resting in that time, and then go right back to the top. 3 rounds through that, sometimes 4 rounds. And that is it, guys. Heavy move, then body weight burnout, and then hit an opposing muscle group like the core to give your legs a chance to recover. Then you move on to the next circuit. The next circuit follows the same format. We have our heavy move, we have an assisting move, and we have an active recovery move. The first move is RDL. This is a chance to hit the hamstrings. The squats, mostly quads. The RDLs, mostly hamstrings. Push that butt back, come down to mid-shin. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, push the butt back, mid-shin. Exhale, come right back up. That's move 1. Move 2, I did a hamstring curl. This one's a little more technical. It's hard to get set up. Essentially, you're going to lay on your stomach on the ground. The weight will be behind you. You're going to grab it with your toes, and then you're going to curl your legs in, slow and controlled. Now it's 45 seconds, so if you didn't go heavy enough in the RDLs, this move is going to burn like hell in your hamstrings and your calves, so that one's meant to empty the tank. Move 3, any core move will do. I did alternating V-ups, inhale, reach, exhale, crunch, meet in the middle. Same thing, guys. Heavy first move, empty the tank second move, casual cardio for the third move to recover. So, on to our second page. Now that I got my main list out of the way, I got heavy squats done, I got heavy RDLs done. Now I want to do movements that are going to be heavy, hit the same muscle groups, but working in a different way so it confuses yourself so you don't know you're really working as hard as you are, alright? So to do that, I have thrusters. Same thing as a squat, but you're using momentum to help keep a repetitive movement so it feels different. The thruster is good because you use momentum to help you finish the rep every time. You're going to hinge back, launch the weight up, land in that squat, drive all the way up. So you're still doing a front squat, but you have momentum to help you get that weight all the way up. It's meant to confuse you. It's still going to hit the quads. It's still going to hit the muscle I want you to hit. It's still going to be heavy weight, but it's going to be a little bit higher intensity too. Move 2 is meant to empty the tank. We have scissor jumps. You find your box. Now, the thrusters hit the quads mostly. So will this. Put your foot up, step, switch, come down. Step, switch, come down. Switching sides each time, controlling the landing, not crashing on that knee. That is body weight. You're going to feel it in the quads. It's going to empty the tank. Move 3, again, just a core move. Give yourself a chance to rest. Russian twist each side. Same format, 45 seconds, 30 seconds for rest. Moving on, we have our second circuit. Again, same thing. I still want to hit a heavy lift, but I want to do it in a way that's going to confuse you. So, we have a squat to duck walk. This is a fun one. You're going to pick the weights up. You're going to give me a squat down, take one step forward, one step back, squat all the way back up. So you're still hitting the squat, but you're adding a second move that's going to burn like hell, and it still gets the job done. The second move there is the burnout. It is box jumps. Now, box jumps can be intimidating for a lot of people, understandably. Thankfully, you can adjust the height anything you want. If you don't want a box jump, I always say you can sub out for a squat jump. Still gets the jobs done, still body weight, still empties the tank, and it still works the quads. Last move is a leg lower for the core. So guys, you'll see a theme here. Heavy lift first, empty the tank move second, recovery move third. It keeps you moving fast so the class flies by. I am happy because I know I'm hitting the right muscle groups. I know you're happy because you're getting a good workout, and I know you're tired because it's 45 seconds, so it flies by. And so this is the main circuit, guys. Once we're done with this, we move on to core. All right, now that we hit our legs, it's time to slow it down a bit and hit our core. Now we have to hit the core in 3 different ways. We have to hit some kind of flexion from the top, we have to hit some kind of rotation, and we have to hit some kind of contraction where you're squeezing the whole core. So here's what I try to do. Your core is still a muscle, so you need to incorporate heavy weight. So move 1 is a toe touch with the weight. You lay down, your legs are in the air, you hold a dumbbell, you inhale, reach overhead, it's going to stretch the core out, and you're going to exhale, crunch up, getting those shoulder blades off the ground. 30 seconds of that. That is your heavy core move. It's going to wake your body up. The second 2 moves are meant to empty the tank. We have a crunch to knee, a much easier move, but it's going to get that rotation involved. You're going to lay down, you're going to flex your knees, You're gonna inhale, reach back, exhale, crunch, and you're gonna reach across that body every time. So it's gonna hit those obliques by reaching across the body, alternating each time. Move 3 is a leg lower. It's a crunch from the bottom up. You're gonna hold on to your box. You're gonna inhale, lift the legs up, press the hips in the air, and then lower it all the way back down. Third move, active recovery. Just hold the plank. It's still engaging the core. You focus on your breathing. It lowers the heart rate a little bit, and we go right back from the top, guys. So 30 seconds on, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Should be like 6-8 minutes of work for the core. Walk out of here with a guaranteed six-pack, hopefully. And that is how we work our core, guys. So usually by now, class is either over or we have about like 5 to 8 minutes left. If there's any time left, most coaches will just toss in a burnout there. It can be body weight, it can be dumbbells still. It is just you toss everything at you, and it's meant to just totally exhaust you. Because at the end of the day, guys, in a boot camp, you're meant to leave this place totally exhausted. So that is our goal. So guys, that is how I structure my class. It is a boot camp, but I still want to incorporate heavy lifting to do the most damage to your muscles. But I got to do it in a way that's not going to kill your grip from holding dumbbells, and it's not going to totally exhaust you guys. So I always do a heavy lift with a dumbbell to hit the main muscle groups. Then I do a lighter body weight move to hit the same muscle group and tire yourself out. And I do some kind of recovery move that's still going to work a certain muscle, but in a much lower intensity. Give yourself a chance to rest, guys. So if you haven't come taking a class at Heat Bootcamp yet, I encourage you to. It is a hell of a good workout. It's a fun time. Every coach is different. We all have our own style. This is just how I program my classes. It works for me. It makes me happy. My boot campers are happy, and we're all happy, guys. So have a good day, guys. Make good choices. Come back soon. Come take a class at Heat Bootcamp, and I'll see you sometime soon.